Now then, I follow a few Facebook groups on Facebook, believe it or not, and I saw one where there's bell ringing. So I got in touch with the people who do the bell ringing, and I said, can I come along and video for English Countryside Days channel? And I had a yes. So it's Saturday morning, I'm at Belton. It's a little bit windy, so I've come to the church. There's nobody here yet, they're all meeting at 9:30. So, little walk round. It is windy today, this morning. Well, not very windy, but it's enough wind that you can't probably hear me on here. I love a church. Something, I'm not a religious person, you know, people. I'm not religious, but I do like a church. All these lives that have been lived and now have gone, and I don't know, there's something quite sad about a church, obviously, because people have died and moved on, and yeah, so I'm just going to wait for the bell rings to turn up, and then, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to try and find a seat somewhere, and I'll read a few things out that I've found out about bell ringing. So I've been on Google this morning, and I found out a few terms for bell ringing. Campanology is the official meaning term of bell ringing, and then you can have tintinnabulation. I think that's how you say it. My glasses, I've got to get some new glasses. I'm going for an eye test on Monday. So pearl, a specific type of change ringing performance that meets certain criteria for quality. We've got chiming, we've got plan hunt, and ringer. So all these different kinds. Now the reason for this video is that apparently bell ringing's a dying art form. And if people watch this, who live in the area, who live in the close vicinity of a church, they might like this video, and then they might start to think, oh, I might go and give that a go. So yeah, so hopefully these people will turn up in a bit. I can have a chat with them, and somebody might get some inspiration to go and be a bell ringer. So there's nobody here at the moment, but the church is open, as you can see, as I'm in here. Little arrow shooting thing there. There we go. It's got that old church smell. That's really good. Takes you back when I used to be at school, and we used to do Harvest Festival. Obviously I wasn't at this school, I was at another school, but yeah, it's the work that goes into these places is unbelievable. None of it, nobody wore a high-vis jacket, nobody. And I won't go through this door because I'm not qualified to. Look at that. Amazing. The detail that's gone into these sculptures. Somebody's here. Right then, people, so this is the first time I've... What is this called then, Valerie, this actual pot?
Ringing room.
This is the ringing room.
Years ago, we used to go, there's a little door at the bottom.
Yeah.
Where you go up the tower, and that's where they have to go up to wind the clock. I mean, I can take you up to see that, but it's just that we're doing...
Yes, that's fine, no worries. So I were expecting, when I walked in here, I were expecting to see like bells up there, but there's not, is it? It's just the floor.
Well, I can take you up and show you.
Would you be kind to? Okay, but these are great ropes, aren't they?
These are, the bells are down at the moment.
Yeah.
They're hooked up. The clock hammer, this is the clock hammer. We have to pull this off, hook it up to there.
Yes.
So that when the clock chimes, it doesn't chime actually.
Okay.
Otherwise it sounds the bell when it's being run.
I suppose it puts it all out of sync, doesn't it?
In the down position at the moment.
Okay.
And then we have to get these down. I can bring these down, but they're down. Then we have to ring them up.
Yeah.
So they're up at the balance.
So you say that there's not many bell ringers around now then?
Well, different parts of the country and that there might be more.
Yeah. Hello?
So these are the bells are down.
Yeah. How much do these bells weigh up there? What the weight of each bell?
The tenner, we've got a list somewhere, I don't know where it is. I have to, it's in there. I think it's about 700 or 800 weight is the tenner,
right.
I think. I'm not very clever. I'm not very clever.
You're doing a great job, Valerie. It's, you're the backbone of you. Hear this?
Now let me put these.
Yeah, no worries.
What's it? The spider. We call this the spider.
The spider, yeah. So what's that do then? That just holds the ropes. Yeah. Keeps it all tidy.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want people mucking about with them because if they're not ringers and they don't understand what sort of
yes.
It can be very dangerous.
The
bells are in down position.
Right.
At the moment, so when all you do is you can just chime them like that.
Oh, right.
But then when we ring them properly, they have to be rung up, so they're up at the balance, and then they ring.
Fair enough. Right.
So right?
Yeah. All good. Yeah.
You take the life in your own hands.
Yeah, that's all right.
A bit grubby.
We went up the Wallace Monument years ago for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. Wow.
You see, we used to have to come up here and climb the ring, whereas they brought the bells, the ropes downstairs, and so it makes it easier. So this is where.
Wow.
This is how it's altered. Trouble is, you're so big, you are.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
And about 23 stone.
Oh my God, yeah.
Wow.
You see, this is the work they did, and brought the ropes down so that we could ring, sort of not ground floor, but sort of with platform sort of thing.
Who's he?
Oh, that is the naked man.
Oh, yeah.
Quite rude.
It is, isn't it?
It was a tile on the roof or something, on the roof, and it's been taken down, brought in here for, you know.
For kids to draw
Oh
on.
look, there's a photograph there. That's me, a long time ago.
That's you?
Yeah, a long time ago. About 30 years ago, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So who are these people who built the...
Oh, I don't know. Just people who... These are obviously people that have... No, these are things off the... These are tiles off the roof that have been...
Yeah.
So if you want to see the bells...
I would love to, if that's possible.
It's a bit grubby up here.
That's all right. Well, who's going to pay to come and clean up here?
You know,
Well, yeah.
and I've got a dodgy knee and a bit of a dodgy hip sometimes, and yet I'm walking up here.
Well, I'm having trouble keeping up with you, Valerie.
I can't be that bad, can I?
No.
Right?
There's the pub.
Oh, it opens out.
Is it okay?
Yeah, just there.
Oh, it opens that
There
way.
you go. I don't think
Wow. Don't fall, please don't hurt yourself. That's all right, that's enough.
there's the bells for you.
Wow.
That's the treble, that's the lightest bell of the lot.
Yeah.
And this is the tenor. So this is always the bell that, when you hear the bell, the clock chiming.
That's the clock bell.
Yeah, yeah. That's the biggest bell.
Yeah.
There's 6 bells. That's the lightest one.
So how do you maintain these? Does somebody come up and check them over, make sure there's no cracks? And
yes, and nobody's been recently. Somebody ought to come. There's nobody that's doing any maintenance. But we're very involved with Taylor's Bell Foundry, and there's people that are there. So
right, amazing.
Somebody can look.
Thank you for this. This is
things over.
Right.
So just be careful, for goodness sake.
Yeah, going back down.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Just go slowly.
Yeah.
I had a big argument with the church warden years ago. Somebody had complained, said there was no handrail and no nothing.
Yeah.
But you can't really put a handrail in.
No, because
outside wall.
You're limiting the.
Could do with a rope down the centre that just hangs down.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it? It's an old. How old is the church?
You have to look in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there must be some details about it. The thing is, you come down, you know it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So you're careful. Come down slowly. It's funny till it's dark, and then you go around a corner.
Yeah.
And it's a bit lighter, and then you can see.
Yeah.
And if you come down very steady.
You're okay.
Be careful.
Well, it's like driving in the fog, isn't it?
You know. Oh, there was somebody came up. Wanted to come up and have a look, and they came up, and because it was as it was, they were complaining about the safety and this that. Well, you shouldn't go up. There's no need for them to go up.
No, exactly agree. So, do you need to shut that door? Yeah.
So you take your own.
Of course you do.
With yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, these people that trip over. I know it's difficult if there's curbs that are sticking up or wonking and doing things, but. You have to look where you're going.
Of course you do. People want everybody else to look after them nowadays.
There's always somebody's got to be blamed.
Yeah.
If there's something happens, an accident. I mean, accidents do happen.
Yeah.
Are unavoidable. And if somebody was to have taken a law, something happens. But it comes out very soon.
Lovely. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Great. Right. So here we have the people up there now. They've started. It's just rang 10 o'clock in the church. So here we go.
So I shouldn't be offended then, it's you're not replying to anything.
It's louder outside than in. When I'm outside, I can, you know.
Yes. There's only the louvers between you and the outside where you've got 2 floors.
Yes. So what's this part of?
This is called ringing up.
Yeah.
Normally, when the bell's not been rung, you can imagine their mouth downwards.
Yes.
And the fittings they got on them allow them to be rung so that the mouth upwards, and then they can rotate 360 degrees forwards and backwards.
So in theory then, is this like a warming up before football?
No, this is preparing the bells to get them in a position where you can ring them for a circle.
Right.
Yeah. But it does warm you up, yeah.
Gets your muscles going.
Yeah.
Because I just remember the advert. I can't remember the advert, but it had the monks on it, and they're all jumping up. That's my image of bell ringing, and I'm sure the people are watching. Yeah, people rolling up and going, "No, don't do that." No, I'll leave that there for a second or two. Well, they're calming down.
The bells are gradually getting more and more to the top dead centre position. In a couple of minutes, someone will say stand.
Yes.
And then, if everybody's there, they'll be able to stop the bells in the mouth upwards position. And they've got a mechanism called a stay and slider, which allows the bell to be left.
So the bell will face upwards, will it? Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. I thought they just always hung down.
No, yeah.
Well, I know this.
There you go. Apart from the tenor. So the lightest bell is called the treble.
Yes.
The heaviest bell is called the tenor.
Yes.
And the others are called whatever number they are in the sequence.
Right.
There's 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. Okay, so this person is going to show me a music sheet as such, isn't it? Or explain it. So.
Yeah, so this is one of our methods. This is called plain bob minor, and you've got 6 bells. The 1 represents the lightest bell, the highest note, and the 6 represents the heaviest bell, the lowest note. And so what they do is when the conductor says go, they start changing the order according to this pattern.
Okay.
So the lightest bell just essentially goes, what we say, up to the back, so it slowly progresses to become the last bell in the order, and then it comes down to the front bell again.
Right, so you've got a conductor up there?
Yes.
Oh, right. See, there's something else I didn't know.
Yes, so someone's saying go and stop and hopefully keeping it right.
Yeah.
Sometimes people go wrong, we're all learning and stuff. And then the other bells are all doing what we call the blue line, so this blue line, and they're just progressing through, starting in a different place, but all doing the same pattern.
Right.
It has been described as being like a knitting pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each bell does the same pattern, but it's all interwoven.
Yeah.
So that you end up, if you scroll down to the bottom of it, it comes back to rounds, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Brilliant.
But the other hidden rules are each bell sounds once before any bell sounds again.
Right.
And you only swap one position at any one time.
Yeah, because
you don't jump.
When you listen to it, you do actually only hear one bell at a time, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you for that. It's all part of the idea of this video is that somebody might watch it and think, right, I want to be a bell ringer.
Yeah.
Because Valerie said that there's not so many doing it now.
Yeah.
So.
There are other attractions, of course.
What?
It generates a good thirst.
Yes, so you're in the pub afterwards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good social.
Yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it?
You get to see towers that you've not seen before. You get
Yes.
to see a whole load of villages that you wouldn't see
Yeah.
had you not, not done the ringing.
It gives you access to big churches and cathedrals,
Yeah.
and see bits of those from up high that you would never normally
Well,
see.
I was talking to the gentleman, he's up there now, and I was saying, like, I'm not a religious person, but I do love a church. I absolutely love a church or a cathedral.
Yes.
You know, the people that made these things and put them bells up there is absolutely amazing. So you got to take your hat off to them, if you're wearing a hat, that is. So. So the bells are being chimed again by a new set of pupils, but that is the power of the bells, if you can see that moving. So they have started to ring again, these practices. The bloke there, he's the conductor. So anyway, but what I want to do is, it's not that loud in here. It's got to come through floors and walls and everything. So what I'm going to do, take you outside. Hello, you all right? At least you can hear. you can hear the sound difference. I suppose you don't really want to deafen the congregation. So this is like wedding bell chimes, isn't it? But you've said that after a certain time,
Yeah, they're all changing now.
yeah, you can actually hear the change, can't you? Now it's like, so now they're going to go backwards in a way, yeah. And now it's beginning to sound properly again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite technical, isn't it? I just thought you just grabbed a rope and just went along with it, like, but. So, I didn't get the chance to bell ring because they're practicing and they don't want some baboon like me getting in the way. But if you do want to do bell ringing, I'll put a link in the description down below, and hopefully that will lead you towards something that can get you in there. I would honestly say, I've been talking to the people in there, and it's a very knowledgeable thing to know. There is all different kinds of music or rhythms that you need to learn. I just thought it was a matter of going up there and pulling on a rope. I think they're stopping now. And it's just quite an intelligent thing to do. It's quite an interesting thing to do. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of English Countryside Days. I've got to keep thinking what I'm going to keep bringing to you. But yeah, alright. Comments down below. Laters.